when you're looking at this problem, the information that's provided is the following. Box A is a triangular prism with equilateral triangle bases, so we know that these sides are equal. Box B is a trapezoidal prism with bases that are isosceles trapezoids, so these sides are equal. And then you're told that they have volumes that are the same. Find the surface area of box A. So ultimately, we're looking for the surface area of A. Well, the surface area of a prism is equal to twice the area of its base plus the perimeter of its base times the height of that solid. So here's our general formula for this. Okay, we have our h value, we have the height of the solid, but we don't have any of the other pieces. Okay, so the process for solving this is to find capital B, use that to find the perimeter of that base. And in order to do that, we're going to need to use this trapezoidal prism and the fact that these two volumes are the same. There is enough information to find the volume of this trapezoidal prism. So let's start there. The volume of a prism is capital B times capital H, the area of the base times the height of the solid. So what shape is the base in box B? Trapezoid. So we're going to use the area formula for a trapezoid. 1/2 the sum of the bases times the height of that trapezoid. And then that whole thing is going to be multiplied by capital H, the height of the solid itself. Okay, so let's see what pieces we can plug in here. Okay, the sum of the bases, we have this 18. We don't have the other base. We'll leave that blank for right now. The height of the trapezoid is given as 8. And the height of the solid is the distance, perpendicular distance between the bases. So that's a distance of 22. So even though the height is not a vertical measure, remember the height is just the perpendicular distance between the bases. So we have a value of 22 there. Okay, so in order to solve this total volume, we're going to need to find this measure up here, this other base of the trapezoid. And to do that, what we're going to rely on is the fact that we have this right triangle formed with the height of 8. The hypotenuse was given as 10. So we can find what this lower leg is. Okay, we have 8 and 10. So 10 is 2 times 5. 8 is 2 times 4. So we have a blank 4, 5, common triple. So it's a 3, 4, 5 with a multiplier of 2. So 2 times 3 gives us 6 for this measure. Well, since this is an isosceles trapezoid, on the other side of this will also be a measure of 6, which leaves what for this distance between? 18 minus 2 6s leaves 1 6. So there is your base 2. What we can now do is calculate our total volume. 1/2 times the sum of our bases, 18 plus 6, all times our height of our trapezoid, 8, times the height of our solid, 22. And so we get a total volume of 2112 for box B. So that also means the volume of box A will be 2112. So we're going to use that volume to find the information from box A. Okay, so let's switch over to the volume of box A, also going to be capital B, capital H. Well, we know that the volume is 2112. We do need to find B, so let's go ahead and just solve for B in this case. The height was 15. And so simply by dividing both sides by 15, we can identify what our total area is for this base shape. So 2112 divided by 15 is going to give us 140.8. So that is the area of our base. So we can fill out 140.8 here. We need to know what the total perimeter is. But once we do that, we can multiply by the height of this solid. So the only piece left to solve for in this problem is P, the perimeter of this equilateral triangle. Okay, so let's go to our last